let's talk specifically about the economics of it all. If you look at Black economics, for example, and where we are financially, and the fact that we are not, that we just literally are like the last team in the league. Like every year, like every season, we lose every game 145 to nothing. And there are people who really either think that we're winning when we're not, or don't really believe we can actually win a game. They don't. They're like, no, let's keep playing the same play we ran the last 50,000 times. That's causing us to lose every game, and that's the best play that we can run. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm just not a fan of that, and I will say that, when as I was building my business and building whatever I was doing, whether you call it building a brand or whatever people do, my brother was awesome because my brother, I could have independent thoughts with my brother and say, no, let's do it this way, even though nobody else has done it. I think that's the best solution. And my brother would just run with me. And sometimes it would be the wrong solution. Sometimes it would blow up in my face. But even then, he would stick by me. But then every blue moon, I would pick a new solution that would actually take us to a whole nother level, right? I would find something that no one else could see because everyone else is scared to look in the places that society didn't tell them about. Okay. So I really think that if you want to find an optimal life, if you want to live the best life you can possibly be, I think the first step would be to release your chains, let go of underlying assumptions, stop letting other people tell you what to do and what to think. Don't just hold on to it just because grandma told you to do it or just because your daddy told you to do it. Your daddy and your grandma might have been wrong. And then also, I would say this too: if you're trying to make choices in your life, if somebody's giving me advice, first thing I do is I look at your life and I say, okay, is it working for you? And if it's not working for you, if you're not where you want to be, then that unfortunately undermines the credibility of what you're seeking to tell me to do. So let me read something to you guys really quickly. In terms of what Black people do with our money. Here's a few things I dug up a few stats, and this is something that worth thinking about in terms of the financial STDs that many of us are given at birth and things that we really want to get rid of. First off, we have about 1.6 trillion in spending power. Most of that money doesn't circulate in the Black community. At least 80 to 90% of our retail spending goes to non-Black owned businesses. So Black owned businesses can't grow because we starve them of the resources they need to grow. Black consumers are significant contributors to the luxury market. We spend disproportionately more on high-end brands compared to other demographics, which is very strange considering we complain about money all the time, yet we're the first ones to spend the most money. So maybe the reason we complain about money is because we have no money, and the reason we have no money is because we spend it. Beauty products. Did y'all know? How many of y'all knew this? Did you know that we spend 9 times more on beauty products than non-Black people? Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. That's crazy. So if I'm somebody who's trying to extract wealth out of the Black community, I say, okay, we're going to go into the hair and makeup business. We're going to sell beauty products because they will spend every nickel in their bank account to get beauty products. And I did not know that we spend 9 times more than other communities. That's insane to me. I'm not telling you can't do it. I think my wife is getting her hair done tomorrow, and Black hair is expensive, right? And I like when my wife comes home looking good, but still, though, that's something worth reflecting on to say, my goodness. So this may not be an excuse, but at least it's an explanation. It's not an excuse, but it's an explanation. An explanation would mean that this tells you whenever you sit around and you say, why don't Black people have financial security? Why are Black people stressed out and afraid that they're going to lose their jobs? Excuse me. Why are we so devastated when the money ain't right? Well, part of it is because maybe we give so much of the money away, right? Part of it may be you can go look in your hair closet and your makeup kits and kind of see where a lot of your money went. And again, this is really more so about financial consciousness. It's not me judging you what you do with your money. So if you're going to the beauty salon today, go ahead and go. I want you to look good. All right. So fast food. They said the Black community spends 4.5 billion a year on fast food, driven by targeted marketing and limited access to healthier food options. We spend over 15 billion a year on new and used cars. Yet less than 2% of car dealerships are Black owned, and also we spend more on new and used cars than other people. We spend about 10 billion on things like cell phones and internet. Let's see, we spend 2 billion a year on entertainment, including movies, concerts, and video games, and we have no ownership, very little ownership in those industries. Other people own the industries, so they sell us the access to our entertainment and our happiness. We do spend money on things like gym memberships and all that, which is good. But even with that, we face higher rates of health issues like diabetes and hypertension. And that hypertension, part of that hypertension probably comes from the fact that you work around white people who stress you out all day long, right?